Yo, what's up everyone? It's Zuxridden here, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into the world of computers with a quick but essential guide on some must-know terms. Whether you're just starting out with tech or you need a little refresher, these definitions will get you up to speed. We're talking about the building blocks of how computers work, from hardware to software and everything in between. Let's get right into it. Alright, let's start with the obvious question. What exactly a computer? Simply put, it's an electronic device that can process information, kind of like a digital brain. It takes instructions, crunches data, and spits out results, whether that's displaying something on the screen, playing music, or connecting you to the internet. But it's more than just processing. Computers are also masters of data storage. They can store massive amounts of information, from your photos and videos to complex software programs, and they let you access and modify that information whenever you need it. It's this combination of processing power and storage capacity that makes computers so incredibly versatile and powerful. Now, let's break down a computer into its two main categories, hardware and software. Hardware is all the physical stuff you can actually touch. Think of the monitor displaying this video, the keyboard you use to type, the mouse you click, and the box that holds everything together. That's your hardware. But it goes deeper than that. Inside that box, you've got components like the CPU, which is like the brain of the computer, and the RAM, which is like its short-term memory. Then there's the hard drive, the long-term memory where all your files and the operating system live. Each piece of hardware plays a crucial role in making the computer function. If hardware is the body, software is the brain or maybe the soul of a computer. Software refers to all the sets of instructions that tell the hardware what to do. It's the invisible force that brings everything to life. We're talking about things like your operating system, which manages all the hardware and software resources. Then there are the applications you use every day, like web browsers for surfing the internet, word processors for writing, and games for, well, gaming. Each piece of software is designed to perform specific tasks, and they all work together to make your computer experience smooth and functional. Chapter 4. Operating Systems. The boss in charge. Let's zoom in on a crucial piece of software, the operating system, or OS for short. Think of it as the boss of your computer, the one calling the shots and making sure everything runs smoothly. It's the foundation on which everything else is built. The OS manages all your computer's resources, like the processor, memory, and storage, and it provides a way for you to interact with the hardware. Without an OS, your computer would just be a bunch of metal and plastic going nowhere. Some popular examples of operating systems are Windows, macOS, and Linux, each with its own strengths and quirks. Chapter 5. The Mighty Mouse. Now let's talk about how we interact with computers. The mouse, that little device you probably don't even think about anymore, is a game changer. It's a pointing device that lets you control the cursor on the screen, making it super intuitive to navigate graphical user interfaces. Want to open a file? Just point and click. Need to select some text? Click and drag. The mouse translates your hand movements into instructions the computer understands, making interacting with all that digital information a whole lot easier. Chapter 6. The keyboard, your typing companion. Of course, no computer setup is complete without a keyboard. This is the primary way we input text, numbers, and commands into a computer. Those keys you see, they correspond to letters, numbers, symbols, and functions that appear on your screen when you press them. But the keyboard is more than just letters and numbers. You've got arrow keys for navigation, function keys for special commands, and modifier keys like Shift and Ctrl that change the behavior of other keys. It's a versatile tool that gives you a lot of control over your digital world. Now let's move beyond the individual computer and talk about how they connect to each other. The internet is a global network of interconnected computers, like a giant web that spans the entire planet. It's what allows us to share information, communicate with people across continents, and access a virtually limitless amount of data. Imagine a highway system, but instead of cars, it's data traveling at lightning speed. When you send an email, share a photo, or watch a video online, you're sending and receiving data packets through this vast network. It's the backbone of modern communication and information sharing. So how do we actually access all this amazing content on the internet? That's where web browsers come in. A browser is a software application specifically designed to retrieve and display websites from the World Wide Web. Think of it as your personal portal to the internet. You type in a web address or URL, and the browser fetches the website's files from a server somewhere else in the world and displays them on your screen. Browsers are what make the internet accessible and user-friendly. Now, let's talk about how information is stored on a computer files. A file is simply a collection of data that's given a name and stored on a storage device, like your hard drive or a USB stick. These files can be anything: documents, images, videos, music, even the software applications you use. Each file format is designed to store a specific type of data, and your computer knows how to open and display each type. With so many files floating around, things can get a little messy, right? That's where folders come in. Folders are like containers that help you organize your files into logical groups. Imagine them as the drawers in your desk. You might have a folder for your work documents, another for your personal photos, and yet another for your music collection. Folders keep your digital life tidy and make it easy to find what you're looking for. And that's a wrap on our quick dive into essential computer terms. We covered a lot of ground today, from the basics of hardware and software to the vastness of the internet. Hopefully, you've gained a better understanding of how computers work and the key components that make them tick. If you found this helpful, hit that like button and subscribe for more tech breakdowns and tutorials. And hey, let me know in the comments what other tech topics you'd like me to cover. Until next time, keep exploring, keep learning, and keep pushing the boundaries of what's possible with technology. Peace.